In the NBA. Tonight, we'll see the Utah Jazz as they play against the Detroit Pistons here at Little Caesars Arena. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, and roaming the sideline for tonight's game are Allie LaForce. And a chance now to see how teams are faring across the league. Here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. You look at Minnesota. They've climbed all the way up to the second spot.
And when you look at Utah, they're happy with their direction. You know what I mean? With these ratings, remember, it is early, but this is a team with their sights set on a long playoff run.
And checking out Utah's opening lineup, we've got Smooth. Kyle Filipowski is out there with Lauri Markkanen. Then it's George, and it's Kessler in at the center. And for Detroit, the wing pair we'll see going is going to be Ivy and Thompson. Harris steps in at the 4 with Duren at the center spot. And it's Cunningham in at the point guard position. And we talk about experimenting with lineups early on, DB. What are some examples of that?
Well, you can have two extremes, right, in the modern NBA. Most teams need some sort of small ball lineup that they finish with. But we are also increasingly starting to see teams play with multiple bigs on the floor. You have to be able to have multiple tools in your toolbox.
So the Utah Jazz able to put the first points up on the board. Harris kicks to Cunningham. Inside, Duren. That one's in, his first shot this game.
And that's something Cunningham takes pride in. Sharp read with that pinpoint pass.
Williams-King, the pass to George. Off target from three-point range. So for the Pistons, their last game, a win against the Grizzlies in Memphis. Pass to Ivy. That three off the mark. On offense, here are the Jazz. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
Well, let's give some credit to the coaching staff as well, recognizing the weaknesses in that defense and going after each one of them.
Now Cunningham. After the missed three from Williams-King. Down low, the kick out to Cunningham. Just 5 on the clock. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Effective from the mid-range. For Cunningham, it's about shooting with confidence.
George passes to Williams-King. And he lays it straight in.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Swiped it away. Here's Filipowski, and he goes in for the dunk.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Here's Duren, and Duren slams it in.
When you can get off the floor like that, that wipes away any height advantage.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks. Well, the Detroit Pistons looking to build on last season's breakthrough. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said Cade Cunningham's leadership makes his job easier. And all that aside, Bickerstaff said their fierce style is key, adding win or lose, we win the fight.
Not a team to be taken lightly. Thanks a lot, Shams. So it's Detroit now. After the basket by Utah, here's Harris, off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Exactly the kind of start you're looking for. They are 4 for 5 out of the gates.
Williams-King, the pass to Kessler.
Wow, Kessler punishing the rim on that finish.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Harris outside. To Cunningham. Over George. And there's another one for the Pistons.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Pass to Duran. Back to Cunningham. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. Keontae George picks one up.
Just a special offensive talent. We don't see guys like Cunningham come through the league that often.
You know, Greg, after struggling with injuries to start his NBA career, Cade Cunningham is figuring it out.
And the former #1 overall pick in 21, last season his first All-Star appearance, and he's only getting started.
And now, Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
I briefly spoke with JB Bickerstaff. He told me when he was watching film of their opponent, what stood out was Lauri Markkanen's efficiency. Coach said Markkanen doesn't need high usage to be effective. He gets a lot of his points off of movement, and he brings versatility to this offense. Guys?
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. And here's Cunningham after the three-pointer from Williams-King. On the wing, Harris. Defended by Filipowski. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. No good on the triple. Here's Williams-King. The good-looking shot from the wing. Williams-King's got 9.
How about he has yet to miss 4-4 to start.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
What I appreciated about Thompson is his recognition. He knows when to force the issue and when to pull back.
And last season, the Utah Jazz DB finishing with the worst record in franchise history.
And that, Kevin, is a striking contrast from a period of time where the Jazz, one of the league's winningest teams. But you start to lose in the hopes that you can get high draft picks. But for all of that losing a season ago, they slide in the lottery, and patience is required yet again.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight, neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
With 3, Harris. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession. The 2K leaderboard provides us now with this list of last season's assist leaders. 4th, Cade Cunningham.
Very few guys pass the ball better than he did. I mean, he didn't just have eyes in the back of his head. It's almost as if he had them on both sides, too.
Here's Williams-King. And there's another one for the Jazz.
Well, he's had a one-track mind this quarter, and that is score the basketball.
Now, here's Ivy. Covered by Williams-King. Cunningham looking it over. It's hauled in by George. Utah leading by 4. Williams-King, no good. Thompson outside. Harris setting the pick for Cunningham. Puts it up from 12. A rebound by the Jazz. And this is their first time matched up with the Pistons this year. Right side, Markkanen. To the left wing. Pass to Williams-King. From deep. It's good from long range. And now a 7-point Jazz lead.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Now, here's Thompson. This game he had 13. It's good.
And through hard work, this has become Harris's bread and butter. A knockdown shooter off the catch.
And here are the Jazz now. They're on a 12-4 run. Williams-King, and no good. Cunningham with some nice D. Thompson with it. Bailey picks him up. And a wide-open look for Cunningham. Knocks down the 3-ball. Now just a 2-point Utah lead.
Boy, this guy's been a monster this quarter. His team has needed it.
It's stolen by Duran. Here's Ivy. And slam dunk by Ivy.
Wow, Ivy just takes off. That high-effort transition play, that's what will make him an asset moving forward.
Here's Williams King. Boy, he was something else against Boston. Pass to Sensible. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Tobias Harris. Good season for him last year. Averaged about 13 points a game last season. 6 rebounds and 2 assists. And he gives them a nice rotation on the front court. He is a quality reserve.
Well, the one thing you can't teach is size. He's not as developed skill-wise as some guys, but certainly a valuable backup for this team.
Here's Robinson. After the basket by Utah. Here's Cunningham. Rebounded by Bailey.
Boy, that's the kind of contest you need to force the miss.
Utah moving it around. Pass to Nurkic. Here's Williams King. And it's Bailey in the corner. Off target from outside. Here's Cunningham. Outside for Robinson. Outside Westbrook. Now here's Durant. Cunningham outside. 4 on the clock. Fires the 3. No good. The Jazz with the lead. Here's Bailey. The three-pointer, no good. Outside Robinson. Out to Harris. And out of bounds as Utah gains possession.
And here's a look at some stats for Westbrook. Last year, getting it done. And he was also among the top 20 in steals. That ability is more unique than folks realize. Very valuable defensively.
And really a good season for him distributing the basketball. Whether it was the drive and dish, pick and roll, fast break, he was money all year long. Niang passes to Williams King. Pass to Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
Yeah, you can see the power game that Yusuf Nurkic has in his tool bag. That's a strong finish.
So for the Pistons, their last game, a win against Memphis.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, I'm sure they're still enjoying that one. You love going into a tough building, tough place to play, and shooting the lights out. Nothing like silencing the crowd.
Here's Niang, and there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
The Pistons making a change here. Hollins checked in, and the Jazz with possession here. Following the miss by Russell Westbrook. To end the cold streak, drops in the tray.
Love Westbrook's ability to shoot it off the dribble, to stop the rise, the fire. He makes it look easy.
The 3, and the 3 is knocked down. Deep ball good, and a nice shot from Williams King.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Stewart finds LeVert. Stewart, a screen for LeVert. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And so Nurkic will bring it up for the Jazz. 4-point game. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Williams King. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Williams King's got 19 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Holland the pass to LeVert. 1 second left. And he hits the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. No shortage of offense. Utah out in front, up by 4. Live from Little Caesar. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Jazz.
They look to fire as much as possible from outside the arc, and so far they are hitting at a high clip.
Yeah, and their assertiveness in the paint so far tonight has been impactful. They're really making it hard for the interior defense.
Isaiah Stewart out there with Duncan Robinson. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then it's Reed, and it's LeVert in at the 2. They're the group Detroit will start the second with. To the paint. Takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Now that was pretty. A beautiful move to set up that jump shot.
Driving inside. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Reed, a screen on George to the inside. And the dunk by Reed.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Pass to Hendricks. The Jazz working the ball around now. Outside, George. Shot clock at 5. No good with the triple. Pistons trail by 4. Robinson for 3. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist.
This guy's such a good all-around player. Karis LeVert sharpening his court awareness and finding his open teammates.
Pass to Nurkic to the middle. Here's Hendricks, guarded by Robinson. Here's Williams-King. Here's Hendricks. Hasn't made one yet. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket. And here's Westbrook. And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent, it's also about timing.
Here's Hendricks. Good on the three-point shot. And now a 6-point Jazz lead.
Kyle Anderson, a guy who's all about team success. If you're open, he'll find you.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. So for the Pistons, Asar Thompson, he's checked in for Reed. Ivy comes in for Robinson. And it's Cunningham in for Karis LeVert. Walker Kessler, he's checked in for the Jazz. Westbrook with it. He has 7. Here's Ivy. Detroit, no good that time either.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
And Anderson gets it to go.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth, physical basketball, guys.
To the paint. Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
And when he lets the athleticism take over, Thompson can do almost anything.
Deflects the pass. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Here's Stewart. Hendricks pulls it in. Jazz leading by 6. Here's Williams-King. He's got 25. Outside, George. There's the 3. Detroit with the rebound. He'll be off to Brooklyn for a meeting with the Nets after this one. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip.
Well, stay attached, affect the quality of the shot. That is excellent interior defense.
It's blocked, and it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. Detroit making a switch here. Duran's checked in. Utah with the ball. 6-point lead. And that one, good. And now it's 27 points for Smooth.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And I think that's the one thing every player is searching for. Consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Here's Williams-King. The Jazz making a switch here. Markkanen's checked in. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Thanks. Cade Cunningham is leading the way for this Pistons team. Coach J.B. Bickerstaff said he shows belief in his teammates, and that's what leadership is. He's with you during the good and the bad. That gives the rest of his team more comfort and confidence. Guys, back over to you.
Establishing the mindset. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Markkanen in the corner. Outside, George. To the wing on the left. Here's Williams-King. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. Pistons trail by 4. Doris, you talk about the great scores. It's not enough to be elite one-on-one. You've got to be able to handle the double team, too. I mean, there's a lot there.
On a nightly basis, Kevin, these are the best defenses in the world, scheming to take away the greatest strengths of the best individual offensive players. And you know what? Nightly, it's not enough. The great ones find a way no matter what.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
And it's sent back by Kessler. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Kessler. Harris is checked in for Russell Westbrook. Kyle Filipowski's checked in for Utah. Bailey comes in for Keontae George. Here's Cunningham. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. Cunningham's got 16.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Here's Williams-King. 27 points for him. And he can't stop the run as he misses. Now Thompson. Pass to Cunningham. Down low. Stolen by Kessler. There's the lob to Markkanen. Cunningham outside. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Here's Williams-King. And it's out of bounds. The Jazz able to retain possession here. And now a look at the upcoming schedule for the Utah Jazz. On Friday, they'll be matching up against Anthony Edwards and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And for that game against Indiana, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
George Niang, he's checked in for Utah. 5 to shoot. Here's Williams-King. The shot misses. Detroit's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Back to Cunningham. And Cunningham with the slam.
I love the mentality of Cunningham tonight, looking for his shot, and boy, is he producing.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. With this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season. 5th, the Jazz.
Boy, their rebounding last year was phenomenal. Great fundamentals, aggressive to the ball. That helped them pull down a lot of second chances.
Niang with the ball. They need this. No good that time. Cunningham with some nice D. On the wing, Thompson. Harris outside. There's the triple. That one, no good. Utah trailing here. And it's Bailey in the corner. Pass to Williams-King. Another miss by Utah.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And now Utah, fast break. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
And Utah making a change here. Sensabaugh is checked in. Thompson for the triple. Out to Harris. Now, here's Ivy. 11 points last game. And Duran slams it in.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
And that's so demoralizing to your opponent. To play great defense and have the possession end that way, that's tough to take.
And Williams-King gets it to go. Williams-King's got 10 points in the quarter.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter?
Ivy on the wing. Pistons passing it around. Cunningham outside. Fires from 18. Utah with the rebound. Filipowski's got his 4th rebound in this one. Great, the Pistons had some decisions to make this summer, with some of their veterans hitting free agency.
And with Cade Cunningham making All-NBA and earning that raise, a tighter squeeze financially, not easy to keep a high-performing team together.
Going inside, Ivy with the bucket.
And this is what you want Ivy doing, attacking lanes to the rim with confidence.
Here's Williams-King. It's Cunningham with the rebound. Cunningham's got rebound number 5 here tonight. They grab their own miss, and Thompson kicks to Cunningham. Utah with the rebound.
Oh, you can see he's kicking himself for missing that open mid-range. That's right in his wheelhouse.
That one falls.
Yeah, just catching your teammate in stride right there, that makes the game easy.
Out to Thompson, puts up a 3. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Cunningham's got 6 assists here tonight. 1:02 left in the first half of the game. Aston Yang fires the 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. Duran's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Fades back. Harris finds Cunningham. Shot clock at 6. Now Ivy in the corner. It's Harris. Offline with his 3. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Williams-King. Covered by Cunningham. Williams-King, no good.
He started the game scorching the nets from deep. 3 triples in the first period, but none here in the second.
And Duran slams it in. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 12 rebounds.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
No doubt. On the scoreboard, in the body language of the players, you can tell which team is in complete command.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Pistons lead by 5. Live from Little Caesars Arena, you're watching 2K Sports.
Welcome in for halftime. And what's on tap, you ask? I can answer that. So far, it's been a nice outing for the Detroit Pistons.
Their offense is flowing. Guys are getting into their spot. The ball is finding them. Great execution so far, guys.
I'd say our halftime show is going just as smoothly. And time now to swing it around as we take a look at the upcoming schedule.
I think for the Jazz, right now a lot of teams are still figuring things out, shuffling rotations, and players are trying to get their timing back.
Yeah, plenty of adjustments in the early stages. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. What a game we're seeing from Smooth.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Boy, he has been shouldering the load. Aggressive, skilled, talented, and thus far unstoppable.
Detroit leading by 5. Getting underway here in the second half. Here's Will Hardy's 5. Markkanen is out there with Filipowski. Then it's George. Then there's Smooth. And it's Kessler in at center, locking down the middle. Cunningham's shot is off. Utah shooting 56% in this game, really stringing quality possessions together offensively. Now we know the Jazz have been up front. Before you can rebuild, Doris, you got to tear down. And that's what they've done.
And Kevin, that requires extraordinary patience. You have to be willing to trade away veterans who can contribute to winning. And you have to be willing to prolong the process in order to get max returns. But be under no illusions. Losing is hard on everyone.
No good on the free throw. And this young Pistons team, GA, you and I love them, building around toughness.
Yeah, offensively, attacking the paint, defensively, where they are engaged. And they'll send you to the foul line quite a bit, but it's a product of that hard-nosed style.
And he's good on the second. Pistons leading by 4. On the wing, Harris. The kick out to Cunningham. And it's off from three-point range. To the inside. Williams-King, the pass to Markkanen. And he gets it to go.
Boy, Markkanen uses his size to great effect down low.
And so it's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Pass to Ivy. Nice ball movement by Detroit. On the wing, Harris. Defended by Filipowski. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Cunningham for 3. Detroit, no good that time either.
0 for 3 to start the second half. You've got to start finding your footing here.
For the lead. And that drops in from beyond the arc. Three-pointer from Williams-King. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Ivy kicks to Harris. Kept alive. Thompson outside. And here's Ivy. Launches it. And the 3-ball is good. Ivy's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
After an ugly 0 for 4 to start the half, they get one to fall.
Good, nice play there from Williams-King.
Oh, he's hot coming out of the break. 3 up, 3 down.
Pistons have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. Pass to Ivy. Thompson outside. Here's Durant. Back to Ivy. Here's the 3. Filipowski grabs the board. Filipowski's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Here's Williams-King. Doesn't go that time.
You know, missed that one, but still a really good start coming off the break. 3 for 4 now.
Thompson for the triple. Filipowski grabs the board. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Duren. And Duren slams it in.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the board.
What about the decisive finish? Great timing, tremendous force.
Here's Williams-King, and he banks in the layup. Williams-King's got the game tied up here for the Jazz.
Well, Kessler, a team-first guy, someone who's very willing to give up the ball when he sees a chance.
Ivy passes to Cunningham. And he comes up with the deuce. Cunningham's got 20.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Williams-King, the pass to Markkanen. Here's Williams-King. Pass to George. He drains it as the shot clock ticks down. George has got 6.
Yeah, pressure situations don't seem to affect Keontae George. That internal clock is on time.
To Cunningham. Thompson for the triple. Here's Duren. And it's sent back by Kessler. Here's Williams-King, covered by Cunningham, and Kessler throws it down.
That is ferocious.
You said it. That was ferocious. Cunningham outside, and it's sent back by Kessler.
Boy, there is a reason this guy has led the league in blocks. Walker Kessler sent it back.
And that one, good. He's got 7. And taking a quick look here, guys, at the hustle stats for Utah.
They've been active defensively, rotating well, and then also closing out on shots. It's resulted in a number of blocks.
But they've also been scoring on the break. With how difficult it is to get buckets in the half court, anytime you can push the ball in transition for easy ones, that's big time.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. While we have the time, let's take a look at last season's best transition team. The Pistons second.
I mean, this is such a tough team to deal with. You see the numbers. They would just push the ball at every opportunity.
Driving to the basket. George passes to Williams-King. And Nurkic has it in the corner. Over to the left wing. Jazz passing it around. Here's George. The shot missing. Cunningham with some nice D.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Lets it go from the wing. And again, Cunningham missing.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
You know, fought hard from start to finish on that play. Defended the shot and then finished it off with the rebound.
Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks a lot, guys. A big win here or there can really sustain a rebuilding team, and Utah coach Will Hardy said the results matter in order to keep belief in your process. Seeing the work pay off. The building of a team doesn't happen in one day. The players are staying with it, and they deserve all of the credit for that. Back to you.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
And here's Harris from the arc. Utah with the rebound. Nurkic has got 6 rebounds in the game. Anderson outside. George looking around. A three-pointer off the mark. Pistons trail by 4. Here's Harris. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Harris has got 6.
Bang, bang. Doesn't get much simpler than that.
And here's George. He'll bring it up for the Utah Jazz. And before his untimely injury, Jaden Ivey, Greg, was blossoming in his third season.
Yeah, his shooting touch showed tremendous improvement. Great to see him back on the court, and still plenty of time to deliver on his potential.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
It's a neck-and-neck game in Detroit. And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. Stewart's checked in for the Pistons. Westbrook comes in for Cade Cunningham. Bailey's checked in for Utah. Inside, it's picked off. Pass to Hendricks. Here's Williams-King. Detroit with the rebound.
Yeah, and he had to be tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
Ivy on the wing. And he drives in. Just 5 to shoot. And Stewart gets it to go.
As a playmaker, Ivy has an interesting upside. If he continues to develop those skills, he'd only increase his value.
Here's Williams-King. He has 38 in the game, and the shot goes in.
Boy, his offensive game has changed the tenor of this basketball game.
Near the three-point line, it's Westbrook. Can't nail the jumper. Utah leading by 3. Shoots from 12. Williams-King, no good. Harris against Anderson. Harris dishes to Westbrook. Nice D from Williams-King. Utah's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Pass to Hendricks. Out left to the wing. And here's Anderson. Now here's Nurkic. He's covered by Westbrook. Here's Williams-King. Good on the triple. Williams-King's got 43 points.
Boy, picking up where he left off. His second from distance this half, 5 overall.
Out to Thompson. Stewart in the corner. Outside Westbrook. Fires from deep. Count it, and the foul. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
The craftiness on his finish helped Thompson grab the whistle on that play.
For Detroit, they have gone 3 for 3 at the line tonight. A different look here for Detroit. Duncan Robinson comes in for Harris. And it's Cunningham in for Jaden Ivey.
Thompson, 1 shot.
And the free throw, no good. And in the summer of 2022, Greg, the Utah Jazz traded away their franchise cornerstones, Rudy Gobert and Donovan Mitchell.
And that signaled the beginning of their rebuild, but they've overachieved for a couple of seasons now that ended last year when they really bottomed out.
Boy, his scoring has been a huge part of their success here. But this is not new, right? We come to expect this every night.
To the paint. Now here's Westbrook, covered by Williams-King. And there's the whistle, 3-second violation. Detroit making a switch here. Quinman's checked in. Utah leading by 7. Good, nice play there from Williams-King. Williams-King's got 48.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Westbrook with a wide open look, and the 3 off target.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing. Boy, not his best quarter. He's trying to break through.
Here's Williams-King. That one rolling around and rims out. Pistons trail by 11. Now Cunningham. 22 points for him. Pass to Stewart. And again, unable to change momentum here. And so it's the Utah Jazz holding on to an 11-point cushion as we get ready to take a break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll return shortly. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking.
Here we go, everybody. For one time, let's get
Utah making a change here. The forwards are Thompson and Harris. At the guard spots, we'll see Cunningham and Ivy. And it's Duren in at the 5. That's the group for Detroit right now. Jazz leading by 13. Williams King, the Vasta, Filipowski. And the layups good off the glass. Filipowski's got 8 points in the quarter.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
And there's going to be a foul. He definitely made contact with the ball, and in doing so also got the body, so we'll see free throws here.
2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And the second free throw, good. Jazz leading by 14. To the middle. Here's Williams King. Lays it up off the glass. Williams King's got 50 points. Cunningham outside. Down low. The shot by Thompson, no good. And so Markkanen will bring it up for Utah. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Pistons shooting in the fourth quarter has looked shabby, 38%. Pass to Duren. Now Cunningham. No good from outside.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Thompson outside. Ivy finds Cunningham. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And here's Harris from the arc. Cunningham outside. No good on the 3.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
To the inside, Harris. Off with the layup.
Boy, not looking sharp at all here in the second half, but it hasn't deterred him one bit.
Pass to Filipowski. Now here's Markkanen. From outside the arc. Williams King, no good. Ivy with it. George picks him up inside. Stolen away. Here's Williams King. Detroit with the rebound. Thompson's got his 4th rebound in this one. Oh, great touch off the pass.
Doesn't get much easier than that. That is nice work.
Jazz leading by 17. And there's the drive. Here's Nurkic. Outside, Markkanen. And good, the three-point shot, good from Williams King. Williams King's got 56 points in the game. And Detroit has possession.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Jazz.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And now, for the year, this is going to take them to 7 wins.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Smooth.
What a groove for him this evening. Just stand aside and let the man work.
Here's Westbrook. Stewart kicks to Robinson. Here's Holland. Oh, drew the foul and almost hit the three-point bucket, but he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
Yeah, you hate to give up a foul on a three-point attempt.
So Detroit going with an almost entire new group here. Duren, he's checked in for Stewart. Thompson comes in for Duncan Robinson. Ivy's checked in for Karis LeVert. And Cade Cunningham subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Looking at who's out there now for the Pistons. Stewart checked in for Jalen Duren. Duncan Robinson comes in for Asar Thompson. LeVert's checked in for Ivy. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Cunningham. And he caps off the break with a jam.
How about the instincts of Russell Westbrook on the defensive end? Gives his teammate an easy chance there.
With the drive. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And the Pistons with possession. Here's Holland. And Westbrook, here we go. That one goes. Count it.
You just never know what Russell Westbrook will do in the pick and roll. So excellent at making the right decision.
Pistons foul. Russell Westbrook. First personal.
And he knocks down the first one.
13 foul. At the line.
All free throws good from Williams King. And so LeVert will bring it up for Detroit. 15-point game. And so it's Utah easily grabbing the win. And